Systems thinking is a way of seeing the world. It helps us understand how things are connected. Instead of focusing on individual parts, we look at the whole. This helps us see patterns and relationships. Think about a bicycle. It has many parts: wheels, pedals, handlebars. Each part is important, but they only work together as a system. When we pedal, the wheels turn, and we move forward. Systems thinking helps us understand complex issues. Climate change, poverty, and healthcare are all complex systems. They have many parts that interact. To solve these problems, we need to understand the whole system. Systems thinking is a powerful tool. It can help us make better decisions. It can help us create a better future. Systems are made up of elements. These are the parts of the system. A tree's elements are its roots, trunk, branches, and leaves. Interconnections are the relationships between elements. They show how the parts interact. The tree's roots take in water. The water flows up the trunk to the branches and leaves. Purpose is the overall goal of the system. A tree's purpose is to grow and reproduce. It takes in sunlight, water, and nutrients. It uses these to grow taller and stronger. Understanding these components helps us analyze systems. We can identify the parts, their relationships, and the system's goal. This knowledge helps us understand how systems work. Feedback loops are important in systems. They show how actions create effects that loop back. These loops can either reinforce or balance the system. Reinforcing feedback loops amplify change. Imagine a microphone near a speaker. The sound enters the microphone, gets amplified, and comes out louder. This louder sound is picked up again, creating a loop. Balancing feedback loops stabilize the system. Think of a thermostat. When the room gets too cold, it turns on the heater. When the room warms up, it turns the heater off. This maintains a stable temperature. Understanding feedback loops is crucial for managing systems. We can identify loops that create problems. We can also design interventions to create positive change. Stocks and flows are key concepts in systems thinking. They help us understand how systems change over time. Stocks are accumulations of things in a system. Think of a bathtub filled with water. The water is the stock. Flows are the rates at which stocks change. The water flowing in from the faucet is an inflow. Water draining out is an outflow. By analyzing stocks and flows, we can understand how a system behaves. We can see how much of something exists, stock, and how it's changing, flows. This is essential for managing resources, populations, and other dynamic systems. Section 5. Delays and nonlinearity, the element of surprise in systems. Delays and nonlinearity make systems unpredictable. Delays are time lags between actions and their effects. Imagine turning on a shower. There's a delay before the water reaches the desired temperature. This delay can lead to overshooting the target. Nonlinearity means the effect isn't proportional to the cause. Adding a small amount of salt to soup might be tasty. Adding too much can ruin it. Delays and nonlinearity can create unintended consequences. We need to be aware of these factors when making decisions. It's important to consider long-term effects and potential unexpected outcomes. Section 6. Leverage points. Places to intervene in a system. Leverage points are places where small changes can have big impacts. They are high-impact areas for intervention. Imagine a seesaw. Pushing down on the end far from the fulcrum requires less force. This is leverage. In systems, leverage points are often found in goals. Changing the overall goal can shift the entire system's behavior. Rules, modifying the rules, governing interactions can have significant effects. In feedback loops, weakening reinforcing loops or strengthening balancing loops can create change. Identifying leverage points is crucial for effective problem solving. By focusing on these areas, we can maximize our impact and create lasting change. Section 7. System traps, common pitfalls, and how to avoid them. System traps are common patterns of behavior that lead to undesirable outcomes. Understanding these traps helps us avoid them. One common trap is the tragedy of the commons. This occurs when individuals overuse a shared resource, leading to its depletion. Another trap is escalation. This happens when two parties engage in a cycle of increasingly aggressive actions, leading to conflict. By recognizing these traps, we can implement strategies to avoid them. For example, we can establish clear rules for resource use or encourage cooperation and communication. Section 8. Systems. Thinking for a sustainable future. Systems thinking is essential for addressing global challenges. Climate change, poverty, and social injustice are all interconnected issues. A systems approach helps us understand the root causes of these problems. It allows us to see the interconnectedness of environmental, social, and economic factors. By applying systems thinking, we can develop holistic solutions that address the complex interactions within these systems. This can lead to more sustainable and equitable outcomes. Section 9. Conclusion. Embracing a systems perspective. Systems thinking is a powerful tool for understanding and navigating our complex world. By embracing this perspective, we can make better decisions and create positive change. By understanding systems, feedback loops, leverage points, and common traps, we can become more effective problem solvers. We can work towards a more sustainable and equitable future for all. Remember, everything is connected. By adopting a systems mindset, we can create a better tomorrow.